Hola, bienvenidos a otra sesión de Satchel Classes. Soy Mr. Castrillón and I would like to welcome you to another session here on Satchel Classes. Today's session is going to be about el otoño, the autumn, and we're going to learn lots of good words that we use when we want to describe the autumn. So let's have a look at today's objectives. Hoy vamos a repasar vocabulario relacionado con el otoño. Vamos a repasar los verbos empleados para describir el otoño. Vamos a completar y traducir textos al inglés. Y vamos a escuchar nativos hablando sobre el otoño. So this is going to be a really good session for us to learn about the autumn. So before we do that, we are going to practice our pronunciation. Now, today's sound is going to be we. Now, very likely you haven't seen those two dots on top of the U, and they actually are called in Spanish diéresis. They are very helpful, and they tell us in Spanish to pronounce the U. Usually, without that symbol, we would say ge or gi. But when we see that symbol, we need to pronounce the U as in like we or we. Now, let's see some examples, and I encourage you, or I would like you to pronounce with me. The first one, agüero. Repeat after me. Agüero. Antigüedad. Antigüedad. Sinvergüenza. Sinvergüenza. Lingüista. Lingüista. Pingüino. Pingüino. Okay, now it's your turn to try and work out the meaning for those 5 words. Off you go. Time is up. How did it go? Let's have a look at the answers. Look, antiquity, shameless, linguist, penguin. So, as you can see, really interesting words to have in your toolkit of useful words. Let's move on. So we're going to be talking about el otoño. So what I would like you to do first, I want you to match up the following words with their meanings. I've got these words for you, and I'm going to help you a little bit with those ones. Off you go. Time is up. How did it go? Let's see those answers. Here we are. Otoño means autumn, otoñal, autumnal, hojas. Be very mindful of that pronunciation. hojas, leaves, árboles, trees, frío, cold, andar, to walk, colores, colors. Let's move on. Now we have the following exercise, which is really interesting. We have these phrases. El otoño es, las hojas, el frío, los árboles, me encanta andar, la temperatura, los colores típicos. And we need to match those phrases with these endings. Now then, all the vocabulary we just learned is going to be very helpful to solve this exercise. So I'm going to give you some time to try and match as many sentences as possible. Off you go. Very well done. I'm sure this has been a bit of a challenging exercise, but that's the point, to challenge ourselves to do and translate and match the most sentences we can. Now let's see those answers. Here we are. Feel free to take a picture of it because these phrases are quite useful for your toolkit of phrases and words and sentences that you can use when you're writing your essays or when you're talking in Spanish. Let's move on. Now, the next exercise is really easy. We have all the clothes that we have or that we use in autumn. So what I would like you to do is I want you to unscramble the letters to see the name of each piece of autumn clothing. Off you go. Extra points if you are able to identify where the word is masculine or feminine in Spanish. And your time is up. How did that go? Let's have a look at the answers. Un jersey. Feel free to repeat after me. Una bufanda. Un abrigo. Unas botas. Unos guantes. Un gorro. Unos vaqueros. Take a picture of this if you can. Take notes of these words. Or even better, come back and watch the video again so you can practice a lot more. Now then, we need to fill in the text with the words in the box. So we have this reading here and we have these words here. So we need to use the right words in the right space. Off you go. And your time is up. How did it go? Now then, let's read and find the right word. Me encanta mucho el otoño y hay muchas razones. Primero que todo, me encanta porque los árboles cambian de color. Las hojas se ponen amarillas y naranjas. También me gusta mucho porque la moda otoñal es muy mola. How did that go? Tick off all the right ones that you did, and of course, take notes of those ones that you didn't get right. Let's move on. Now we have our GCSE challenge. We need to translate the following paragraph into Spanish. Off you go. And our time is up. We gave you a lot of time for you to get the best translation for this exercise. Now let's have a look at the answers. El otoño es mi estación favorita del año. Las hojas se caen de los árboles. Los árboles se ponen amarillos y naranja. Es frío pero agradable. Me encanta andar con mis amigos y también me encanta la moda otoñal. So I hope you got that correct. Now, today we have revised vocabulary related to the autumn season. We learn sentences we can use to describe autumn, and we learn types of clothes we wear in autumn. We completed the text and translated a whole paragraph into Spanish. Well, I hope today has been a really good day for you. You have learned lots of things in Spanish and how to describe the autumn. In the meantime, I want to wish you muchos éxitos y hasta muy pronto.